Welcome back. Well, New Year's means celebrating with a toast to ring in 2019, but also, of course, some good food. And Marche Bacchus is celebrating New Orleans style this year. Joining me this morning is Chef Amanda Hamilton Purdy. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me.
I mean, you got quite the spread right here for sure. So this is all to celebrate New Year's, right? So
yes, for the most part, we got a few dishes here to showcase New Year's Eve, our 5-course meal, and then some New Year's brunch the next day, and just
yeah. So the courses kind of start from one to the other here. So what do we got over here?
Over here we have a warm lobster salad. This is one of 5 courses that is going to be on the New Year's Eve dinner. 2 seatings, one at 5 to 7, one is 8 to 10, and 5 courses, and then the next morning, we have some jazz brunch, hangover brunch that is.
If you party a little too hard, get some comfort food in you, right? Some chicken and waffles, right? And, revitalize. Yeah, right. And a risotto too. Yes.
So we're kind of doing Louisiana-inspired hangover brunch. Some dishes that we don't normally have, and then a few that we offer every Sunday. For our regular brunch, kind of showcasing the bacon and egg risotto this morning, and a chicken and waffle, and open to the public. You can call the restaurant or marchebacchus.com, open table for reservations.
And it's over in, it's like Desert Shores, right?
Desert Shores, yes. Yep, in the Lakeside Events Center.
And then the last thing you have over here, this is called a Napoleon, right?
Yes, this is our truffled goat cheese Napoleon, meaning traditionally 1,000 layers. So basically you build a base, and then you layer it with whatever kind of filling you would like.
So it looks like a fancy s'more almost.
Yeah, kind of.
So what's in it?
What we have here is we used phyllo dough, and we layer it with butter. And then we top it with black truffles, pistachio, and honey, and then that kind of gives you the base for the Napoleon. And then we fill it with a truffled black goat cheese filling, and then we warm it up so it's nice and creamy and toasty for you.
Cool. And that's something you can easily make at home too.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can buy the dough, the brick dough or the pastry dough at any grocery store in the frozen aisle, and you can switch it up. You can do savory, which is traditional French pastry, or sweet. So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back after the break. Well, now to a terrifying situation in Boston. A woman looking to find love on an app was instead stabbed in the face. Police say 24-year-old Megan Tapley was attacked by Eric Stelzer. The two ended up at Stelzer's home. That's when the 25-year-old allegedly came at her with a knife. Neighbors called 911 after hearing screams. Officers said Stelzer claimed he was God and that Tapley was the devil. Police had to use stun guns on Stelzer 4 times to try and subdue him. He died at the hospital. Tapley was seriously injured and could possibly lose an eye. The investigation into this continues. Well, today the strictest DUI law in the country will go into effect in Utah. The state will lower its blood alcohol content limit to 0.05. The new law also says anybody who drives drunk, crashes, and kills someone will be charged with a felony. All other states continue to hold a 0.08 limit. In 2016, more than 10,000 people died in drunk driving crashes nationwide. Good morning, Las Vegas. Well, still ahead this morning, Christmas might be over, but the sales are not, where you can still score some sweet deals. Stay with us. More news coming up in our next half hour. Stay with us.
Now, live from Las Vegas, this is 13 Action News. Good morning, Las Vegas.
He has a big heart, and I don't know why it had to come like this.
Right now, friends and family of a 21-year-old stabbed to death in North Las Vegas need your help to bring the person who killed their loved one to justice. Plus, there's no end in sight for the government shutdown, how this is now impacting tourists. And Christmas might be over, but the sales are not. This morning, the stores that are still offering some great deals. Good morning, Las Vegas. I'm Tom George. But first, we want to kick things off with 13 First Alert meteorologist Justin Bruce. You fill in just once on weekend morning and you bring the cold with you.
Yeah, really cold air in place, not only this morning, Tom, but we're going to keep this idea of colder than average temperatures going right on through the start of 2019. You can see we are enjoying plenty of sunshine this morning. Looks good, maybe not feeling so great out there. Bundle up if you're out the door and off to church or brunch. 32 degrees right now at Sunrise Manor. We're 38 at McCarran, also 38 downtown. We are up to 41 in Summerlin. The winds, not a big deal around town. A little bit of a breeze by the Henderson Airport on the south side of the valley. This morning, sunshine, temperatures slowly crawling out of the 40s. You will want to keep that heavy winter coat with you as you make your way through this Sunday morning. Out there this afternoon, highs in the low, maybe mid-50s, so certainly keep the coat handy. Tom, we're going to talk about temperatures over the next couple of days, and we'll look ahead to your New Year's Eve because it is going to be a really chilly finish to the year 2018.
All right, thanks, Justin. Well, right now, family and friends of the 21-year-old who was stabbed to death Friday night in North Las Vegas are asking anyone who may have seen something to come forward. He was attending a music event at a home near Pecos and Owens before being fatally stabbed.
To be honest, I'm so mad because I know a lot of people seen a lot of stuff and they don't want to see nothing.
He has a big heart, and I don't know why it had to come like this.
Yeah, the motive for the crime is not known, but police do not believe that this was a random act of violence. Well, today we'll be entering the 9th day in a row of the government shutdown, and there is no end in sight. Both sides have not been able to come to an agreement about funding over the border wall. With Congress out of town until the new year, 800,000 employees are either working without pay or being furloughed and bracing for the worst. And tourists are feeling the shutdown too. The Smithsonian museums are set to close on January 2nd, and national parks are seeing massive trash pileups and maintenance issues. Well, mass shootings, migrant caravans, and midterm elections. 2018, another turbulent year for the United States. Omar Jimenez takes a look back at the top national stories that shaped our year.
The death of President George H.W. Bush just 7 months after his wife Barbara capped off a tumultuous year. A rare moment of bipartisanship as the nation came together to mourn.
He showed me what it means to be a president who serves with integrity, leads with courage, and acts with love in his heart for the citizens of our country.
The year began with bullets flying at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. 17 people lost their lives, but a movement was born.
Gun reform now!
The students from Parkland, Florida, lobbied lawmakers for stronger gun control and organized nationwide protests, culminating in the March for Our Lives in Washington, D.C.
Fight for your lives before it's someone else's job.
More mass shootings followed. 10 people shot and killed at a high school in Santa Fe, Texas. 12 people shot and killed at a bar in Thousand Oaks, California. And 11 people shot and killed at a synagogue in Pittsburgh, the deadliest anti-Semitic attack in U.S. history. Large groups of migrants banded together to make their way north in search of asylum.
In Honduras, there is no money, no jobs, a lot of crime, there is no security.
In the spring, federal authorities separated thousands of immigrant families at the border as part of a zero-tolerance policy. Images of children wrapped in foil blankets and surrounded by cage-like fencing sparked outrage, and the administration announced it would suspend the practice. In the fall, tensions erupted, prompting a shutdown of the San Diego border crossing for several hours. The confirmation of Justice Brett Kavanaugh to the Supreme Court turned into another heated political battle. Sexual assault allegations led to dueling testimonies in front of the Senate Judiciary Committee.
Brett groped me and tried to take off my clothes.
This whole 2-week effort has been a calculated and orchestrated political hit.
The midterm elections saw a record turnout at the polls. Democrats took control of the House while Republicans increased their control of the Senate. After the election, the White House dealt with a growing threat from special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation. President Trump's former allies, Michael Flynn, Michael Cohen, and Paul Manafort, all facing varying charges.
Well, I respect the move, but the entire thing has been a witch hunt, and there is no collusion.
Political rhetoric reached a boiling point when an extremist mailed 14 pipe bombs to prominent Democrats and CNN.
We're going to jump in. There's a fire alarm here.
You might have heard it in the back.
Climate change contributed to a devastating year of natural disasters. 2018 was the most destructive wildfire season on record in California. Rains from Hurricane Florence flooded the Carolina coast, and winds from Hurricane Michael leveled parts of the Florida Panhandle. The Me Too movement celebrated major court victories. Comedian Bill Cosby and former Olympic gymnastics doctor Larry Nassar were sentenced for multiple sex crimes. In the 7 days leading up to Nassar's sentencing, more than 150 young women confronted their abuser in court.
You do realize now that we, this group of women you so heartlessly abused over such a long period of time, are now a force, and you are nothing.
I'm Omar Jimenez reporting.
Well, if you're on or near the Las Vegas Strip today or on New Year's Eve and you see some low-flying helicopters, don't be alarmed. The Department of Energy is measuring naturally occurring radiation. These tests are done every year as part of security and emergency preparedness for New Year's Eve. The agency just wants to make sure thousands of revelers are safe as they ring in the new year. Those flyovers will only happen when it's light outside. Well, NHP says Apple Maps and possibly Google Maps have been misdirecting drivers near Kyle Canyon Road, and it may be due to some construction in the area. State troopers say drivers are being routed up Kyle Canyon, over to Deer Creek, onto Lee Canyon, and then finally back onto the 95. Apparently, the map is diverting around construction at the base of the 95 and Kyle Canyon. However, NHP says the 95 is open. They've called Google and Apple, and hopefully that problem will be fixed soon. Well, Christmas may be over, but the sales and savings aren't, and several places are offering some big discounts. JCPenney is offering a 20% discount store-wide. You can get their coupon off the store's website. Macy's also offering a similar discount. You can get 20% off if you use the code JOY. And Best Buy also offering several deals, like up to $200 off select laptops and a $50 gift card if you buy an Xbox One. And the Golden Knights are playing their final game of 2018 today. They're taking on the Arizona Coyotes on the road. They'll be holding a watch party today at Topgolf Las Vegas. That party kicks off at 5. The first 50 fans there will get a free Vegas Golden Knights t-shirt. And yesterday the team got it done on the road, beating the LA Kings 4-1. Their win breaks LA's 4-game winning streak. Go Knights, go. Well, good morning, everyone. Well, another year, another slew of viral stories and trends. Coming up, we'll be taking a look back. You're watching Good Morning Las Vegas. We'll be right back on your Sunday morning. Stay with us. Well, mystery audio clips, self-destructing paintings, and some free climbing raccoons. Jeremy Roth takes a look back at what had people buzzing in 2018.
Well, 2018 is ending, and with it, another slew of viral trends. Let's wrap up some of the year's biggest.
Laurel.
Do you hear it?
Laurel.
Do you?
Laurel.
Wait, what do you hear?
Lily.
Exactly. The fact that nobody really knows was the fuel that propelled this bizarre audio recording to viral stardom. Is it Laurel or Yanny? Well, depending on the pitch of the audio recording, opinions varied.
Laurel. Lily.
That no one could agree on it made it basically 2018's blue gold dress. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. For these, it was more like thousands of tweets. In February, Michelle and Barack Obama both had paintings unveiled for the National Portrait Gallery. The former First Ladies was met mostly with praise, with one little girl's awestruck reaction going viral. But it was the former president's likeness, shrouded in greenery, that incited a meme explosion. Social media outdid itself with endless renditions of artist Kehinde Wiley's vision. It just proves if you give the internet something nice, you can expect something snarky in return.
700,000. Thank you, Thomas.
One man's trash is another's treasure, as the saying goes. Well, in 2018, a treasure was literally trashed by its creator for all to see. At a London auction, iconic artist Banksy's latest work nabbed an impressive $1.4 million. And then, without warning, promptly self-destructed in front of everyone. The whole thing turned out to be a stunt orchestrated by Banksy himself, who built a paper shredder into the artwork's frame and had a cohort trigger it on site. The art world was nevertheless stunned by the oh-so-unique and oh-so-Banksy performance. Let's face it, this duck is hot, and he knows it. And now, so does the whole world. Hashtag Hot Duck, the colorful mandarin, was first spotted in New York's Central Park and became an overnight sensation, with pics popping up all over the internet, on t-shirts, even on